Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with Pink Diamond RJ, Richard Jefferson, the commentator who was definitely a hooper back in the day. I say back in the day, it wasn't that long ago. Richard Jefferson was a really, really good player in the NBA. For all my youngins out there who weren't old enough to watch Richard Jefferson hoop, he was tough. And y'all gonna see that in this video. This card is actually really, really good. His last few years, his cards have kind of sucked in terms of animations and stuff. But this year, I think the release looks to be much, much better. And therefore, I think this card's going to be a lot more elite because he's a great defender. He's super athletic, got good size, the two, all that type of stuff. Just needed a good jumper. This year, it looks like he's got that. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel, uploading every single day. Multiple videos daily. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. I only paid about 110K for this card, which I feel like was honestly a really good value. So if you are in need of a shooting guard, he might really be an incredible value option. 6'7", 98 offense, 98 defense, 93 driving layup, 93 close shot, 89 mid-range, 92 three ball, 88 free throw, and a 95 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 84 block, 87 steal, 91 perimeter, 88 interior, 93 speed, 87 speed ball, 91 agility, 97 vert, 84 strength, 98 stamina. Really no statistical flaws. Off posterizer, slippery off ball challenger, off ball pass, physical finisher, and set shot specialist. Bunch of good gold badges, including Deadeye, Limitless, Handles for Days, Unpluckable, Post Lockdown, Interceptor, Mini Marksman, Shifty Shooter, On Ball Menace, Lightning Launch, all that type of stuff. Badges to add. Bailout for sure. Outside of that, maybe Glove, Immovable, Strong Handle, Paint Patroller probably would be the other four I would add. I think those are the main ones for this Richard Jefferson card to maximize what he can do. I really do think I saw this. I know my tune on this card has changed since yesterday. The reason that it has is because I didn't know he had a better jumper yesterday. His behind the back still isn't great or anything. His escape isn't great. I'm not going to sit here and gas the escape or anything like that. Like, it's not elite, but that jumper is much improved this year. I'm not going to lie. I know it isn't perfect, but it is not nearly, it's still the same catapulty jumper in some ways, but it's much faster. I know it looks similar, but the base on it is much, much better this year. Now, his upper's not truly top tier. He's got Larry Bird's upper, which I don't think is a really great upper, but his fade looks good. It's normal fade. Okay, so it's a pretty standard fade, but it's not a bad fade. Definitely one we can work with. His jumper is certainly improved from this year. And dribble style wise, not bad. He's not going to be like a primary shot creator, but he will be an elite athlete with great speed, really good finisher, size. He's got a big player build, a 6'7" shooting guard, and a really versatile card who kind of does everything well. And the jumper is now much, much improved. I actually think this Richard Jefferson card probably right on that borderline of being a top 5 shooting guard in the game and a legitimately viable competitive level 2 guard in my team. Can pretty much compete, I think, against pretty much anybody realistically on both ends of the court. Like, I think he's going to be a dog. I'm excited to use him. Let's hop into a game. Let's see what RJ can do. All right, hopping into this game. D Wade, Anthony Edwards, he should sell that Ant. Paulo, Jaren, and Chet, not a horrible squad. He should definitely sell Ant, though. That MT could be better used other places on his team, no doubt about it. With that being said, we do have a decent little matchup here. This dude's 36th in the league. He's in tier 1, so he may not have the greatest team ever, but he's definitely got a solid team and is likely a pretty good player. So should be a decent little matchup here for Richard Jefferson going up against Opal Anthony Edwards, who, by the way, I do think he's just straight up better than. So I'm excited to see what he does both offensively and defensively in this game against Ant-Man. Good defense there. Watch the rim run. Good job. Beautiful defense so far. And I give a wide open 3. What am I doing? We were playing good defense until I just decided to like try to play a backdoor that wasn't there and give up a wide open shot. Now, oh, good D. Okay, I see you. So this dude is a good player. That's a good play right there. Good manual user right there by him. And he gets a dunk with Paulo in transition. That is a great job there by him of getting himself in position for a bump steal and getting a bucket. So I respect that for sure. First possession here offensively, besides that bump steal, we're going to try to get our offense going here with Richard Jefferson. We're going to see what we can do. Downhill drive here. He gets through the screen. CPU does it, actually. Back it back out here, and let's see if we can get downhill. Drive the ball inside. I just get stuck in the body of the players there. That's not a great offensive possession. I'm lagging? Why am I lagging on Xbox? I have my Ethernet plugged in at all times. I should never be lagging with my internet. That was an interesting possession, but I guess. Watch the back doors here. And when they go 5 out, I always think back door first and foremost. Good defense there. This game stinks. Like, that's just not even a good take at all. He goes up on basically a heavily contested shot. Says lightly, but I mean, there's a defender right in front of him. He didn't beat me off the dribble in the slightest, but go up with BS and sometimes you get rewarded. That's going to happen in this game. It kind of is what it is. He makes both free throws, including a late awesome, and we have a 4-2 deficit so far. So not quite the start I was looking for. Now, will say this Richard Jefferson card is not a primary ball handler, so I'm going to use him as best I can in this game to handle the ball. That is not his role. You want to put him next to other guys who are going to be shot creators. He doesn't have the escape or the behind the back to really be an elite level ball handler. But again, he's a really good kind of do-it-all type of card at the shooting guard position. Defense, offense, whatever you need, he will give you. Just not really great shot creation in general. That's not open. This is a good great defense. I switched that back perfectly with Jared. Up off this corner. Now steal it. Yep, perfect. I knew it. I didn't even call a reach. I just called a steal because I knew I was going to get it. That's that's a lightly. He jumped with it. Okay, forced shot a little bit. My bad. Should not have gone up with that probably, but it is what it is. All right, let's play D. Go under the screen here. Make Ant-Man show me something. No way he goes up with that. And Richard Jefferson with the block from behind. Oh yeah, RJ, let's go. Run the floor. Wimby stopped running. Why? Okay. Wimby, what are we doing, bro? Kick to corner, catch, pump fake. Oh, he jumped. Hey, yes, sir. RJ getting on that rim. Let's go. Anytime I see a jump there, I'm going right to that rim and I'm finishing. Let's go. Good stuff from Richard Jefferson so far. 4 points and 1 rebound so far. Good switchability as well. I know this is a mismatch, but again, 88 interior, good interior badges. Now he doesn't have all of them added right now, but he can definitely guard on the interior, especially when he's badged out. But even now, like, I know it's not going to be perfect, but he's going to get a lot of paint stops. And if I hadn't jumped, I might have gotten a stop. I thought I predicted the jump there. That's on me. Bad timing on my jump there. I probably didn't need to do that. I just didn't want him to get a layup there. Unfortunately, I kind of forced that. My mistake. Definitely my fault defensively there, because I was in position for a stop and I kind of screwed it up. My mistake. Downhill drive again. I'm forcing at the rim again because the game is bad. Case in point. Just running at the rim, going up, and he rewards me with an and one on a terrible take. A tight, really shouldn't have been a foul. Just kind of went up with anything and got rewarded with an and one. Richard Jefferson showing off the finishing at the rim, though, and he's got 7 points already. Starting off well. I really like that my opponent is trying to attack with Anthony Edwards as well. I guess that's his only opal, so I get the idea. But Richard Jefferson's playing D right now. I told y'all, he boxes it. I mean, he really does. I know he doesn't have the best Hall of Fame defensive badges or anything. Like, he's not crazy souped on those, but he's got the player ability, he's got the stats, and he's got the defense as well to really guard at a high level. That was my mistake, bro. I just overplayed the screen for no reason, dude. My mistake. My bad. It is what it is. My bad. Just a mistake there. Hit it out to Jaren. Over here to RJ. I'm going to try to come off the screen and stop and pop for a 3 if I can get enough space. Definitely cannot get enough space. Okay. Back into this pick and pop here. Downhill drive here with SGA. Out to the pop. I forced that. I threw the wrong I had Jaren open for a dunk and I threw the wrong icon. Dang it. My mistake. Fat fingered my icons. It is what it is. I had Jaren for a free dunk and I screwed it up. It should have been an easy assist and I messed it up. My mistake for sure. Definitely a sloppy first half here. Could be a lot, or first quarter, I should say, and he greens that too. That's not even a good shot. That was good defense, but it is what it is. It wasn't perfect, but he's got what, 7 of my 9 points so far? Not playing too bad. All right, let's see if he'll give me a 3-ball this possession to start the second quarter. This dude seems like a pretty solid player. I will give him that. He definitely knows what he's doing, but I want to get some shots for RJ if I can. There we go. I got one. And I greened it. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Richard Jefferson getting a little bit of space and making him pay, knocking down the 3-ball here. I'm actually going to switch him on to Magic here as well, because he's got a big player build. That's one thing I will say. Like, matched up against Magic, not a big size disadvantage. Like, he really does have the size to compete against these bigger guards, switches against bigs, all that type of stuff. Like, obviously, if he had a movable right now and paint patrol and stuff like that, that would help, but he gets a paint stop anyway, even without those badges. Downhill drive again, go all the way to the rim, because I don't care, and I'm going up with anything no matter what, to be totally honest there. I was kind of going up no matter what. Slip the screen, drag it back. Oh, wasn't there. Okay, reset. RJ, come off the screen. You got normal fade. I don't have space, though. I thought he was going to hit the screen at least a little bit. This is not a beautiful possession. Definitely not. And we force a bad shot and are unfortunately not able to knock it down. That was a bad possession. No doubt about it. I definitely could have been a much better possession. And I jump and give up a free dunk if he had wanted it. Well, he didn't want it apparently, but I just gave him a free bucket. I'm playing like garbage so far. Step up on D-Rob. Again, mismatch size-wise, sure. I think RJ, if he'd been in the right defensive position anyway, would have had a chance to get another stop. He's already gotten one. We saw that on Magic a couple possessions ago. I like what I'm seeing out of this card defensively, to be totally honest with y'all. Pump fake here. We're going to jab step and reject. Oh, is he going to give me a shot? Chill. Hit the pop. Reset it back up top. Let's get this going downhill if we can. Drive the ball inside out to Wimby. Wimby. This dude's actually playing really good defense. I'm not going to lie. He's playing pretty well, which I guess is what you should expect from a tier 1 player, but he definitely knows what he's doing right now. I will give credit. I mean, his team's not unbelievable, but it's definitely good enough, and he's doing a good job. So got to give credit where it's due, right? Get through the screen again. Play that. That is, why am I jumping? What am I doing? That's just terrible defense. Help off this hash, back out to Rui. Good defense here. Chill. Yep, great defense. X switch, good defensive possession. And he's going to contact me. There's nothing you can do about that, to be totally honest. I mean, there really is nothing I can do about that. That's a great defensive possession. I just don't get rewarded. Backdoor cut. RJ, hey, yes, sir. Big dunk again. He's got, what, 11 points so far? 10, 12 points? Yes, sir. 12 points on the game. Richard Jefferson having himself a solid first half. Now, my offense has been a little bit limited. I'm just trying to play through Richard Jefferson. Definitely not flowing as well as I probably would be. Again, if you're buying this card, he's not really your primary ball handler. So definitely keep that in mind. I know I'm using him as such in a lot of ways, but he doesn't have the escape or the behind the back really to do that. So again, you got to keep that in mind. But I still think he's having a really solid first half here. Hitting our pop again. Get another good screen here and see if we can get downhill again. He should click on and go underneath. He doesn't need to click on and go underneath apparently because his CPU is going to do it for him. And he's just hard off balling right now. Like, this is lame, bro. Whatever. I guess. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know what Shea is doing there, bro. I had a wide open three and he didn't shoot it. Either way, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 5 of 8, 1 of 3 from 3. Not perfect. Again, I'm kind of using him in a role that he's not really ideally meant for, but a really solid shooting guard, kind of a do-it-all type of card. Really, really solid card. And if you do need a 2-guard in my team, I think Richard Jefferson is a much better option than I had expected he would be. So definitely keep him in mind if you need a shooting guard. With that being said, that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.